Hi, welcome to Jackie Burns Creations. I ask you to join myself and plenty of other YouTubers in doing a DIY. It's called Fall Into Falling. It's hosted by Shushana at Regal Design Shushana, and the co-host is Marika at Marika Creations. I'll tell you, both of these ladies are really, really talented. So I had this box for over a year. I thrifted it, and it looks like I whitewashed it, and I didn't really like the whitewashing all that great. So I put some of the Waverly wax over the top of it. It's the first time I've used it, and I really like how it looks. With the white, it still gives it a streaky look, but more a wood look too. I realized that I didn't need to really slather the stuff on. I can just go over it a little bit and it just rubs right in. And if you wanted it darker, I guess you could just leave it on. And I had already put the foam in when I was going to do something with it and didn't get around to it. And I have a lot of those round to-its. I bet most people do. So anyway, the foam came from Dollar Tree and the florals came from Dollar Tree. Used a little Goo Gone to clean up my fingers. Trying to do a layout to decide where I liked what I had. I just fell in love with these really deep blue purple the berries and the I'll think of the name of them. I know you're screaming at me through the screen saying, but they're called... Aren't those pretty though? These aren't usually colors I do for fall, but I just thought they'd be so pretty with orange. I cut them apart and poking each one down into the foam. With the full stem, it was just a little too tall for me. I wanted it closer. My handy dandy tin snips. The berries are a little more blue, but I think they still go beautiful with these. Really, to make an arrangement look good, you really have to cut everything apart. You can't just really stick a whole stem in one spot. It just doesn't work. these apart. Sticking in some of the beautiful fall leaf colors. Yellow, orange, red. You know, blue and orange are across from each other on the color wheel. They're complementary colors. I only had one, but I thought I'd stick that little pumpkin in there. Cattail. Now I had this garland of lamb's ear, and I'm tucking it along the edge. And I can pull it out later if I want to use it for something else. If you notice, nothing's really getting glued in there. And that's the way I like to do florals, that you can take them apart later if you want to. And that sweet soft green is working in there so nicely. I think I got this garland at Hobby Lobby when it was on sale. Now I decided to get that to stay. I'd take a little piece of wire and just make it in a U. There's floral pins, but I don't have any. So I'm just making my own. So I'm helping it to stay in place. And these little white pumpkins came from Dollar Tree. They're the ones with the clips on them. And I just clipped them in place. I love making florals, but I really love making florals in the fall. Probably because I love the colors so much. That little cattail didn't have a stem on it, so I just grabbed another stem and shoved it in there. And I got these burlap leaves at Dollar Tree. I think everything came from Dollar Tree except the wooden box. And what I'm doing on one side, I'm doing on the other side, so it can be a centerpiece and it will look great. If you've got it up against the wall, you don't need to worry about it so much, but if it's going to be a centerpiece, they should look the same on each side. Here's the burlap leaf, orange leaf. I like these, that they have these wires on them, and they're really easy to tuck in someplace. You can cut them off if you need to. Okay, that's pretty much done. I put a few little grasses in the top. Not many, just a few. Now here it is all finished. And I decided it could have a candle in it. It could have a thick candle in it, 2 taper candles in it, 1 taper candle. So you'll see in a minute that I put 1 taper candle in the middle. It's a Dollar Tree candle, because I wouldn't recommend any real candles. So I would like you to subscribe and be my friend. I have a great time on my channel, and I appreciate you for watching the video, and please come back and join me again. Thank you.